SCA is a hygiene and paper company. We are working with personal care products, with tissue products, packaging solutions, publication paper, as well as solid wood products. Our most recent turnover in the year 2009 was about 10.5 billion euro, and we have approximately 45,000 employees across the world.
How does sustainability work here at SCA?
Sustainability is really integrated into our complete operations. It is a clear part of our strategy and it guides our daily work. It's been part of the SCA DNA since we were founded in 1929. And today we are still working with setting clear targets, following up and reporting back to our stakeholders on how we proceed.
What's your system here at SCA for collecting and presenting CO2 data?
Actually, already for 10 years ago, we started to develop an internal system for collecting, presenting and analyzing all data associated with SCA's resource utilization and emissions to air, water and solid waste. We call this system the SCA Resource Management System, in short the RMS. And all this data is every year third-party verified, which gives credibility to not only the data but to all our communication regarding how we handle resources and our impact on the environment.
So here at SCA it's evident that sustainability is woven into the company's culture. It's not just a matter of aspiration.
Yes, that's really true. For instance, our resource management system is a good example on that. When we developed the resource management system, we had the company's expert in energy, in water management and in transport taking part in creating this new system. And I think that is one major reason for the RMS success. Also, today in the RMS network, we have the experts taking part in the collection, the experts from the business groups, and that gives a uniformity of handling these important data. That is a foundation for very much of the activities in the environmental field within SCA.
Looking in more depth at sustainability, how do you use targets here at SCA?
We are currently working with 4 different sustainability targets. The first one is related to our carbon dioxide emissions, where we are aiming at reducing our carbon dioxide emissions by 20% by the year 2020 and using 2005 as a starting point. And in this goal we are covering our own operations. The second target we are working with is related to water consumption and emissions to water. Third target is related to our use of wood raw materials. Wood is our most important raw material, so for us this is a key target as well to work with. The fourth target is also extremely important for us from a sustainability perspective because it is related to our code of conduct compliance.
So what are you doing to meet your CO2 targets?
Well, considering that this target is quite ambitious, we have to say. For us it's a combination of making quite large investments into our operations as well as working on a daily basis with optimizing activities. Now looking at some examples of our big investments, that could be, for example, replacing natural gas by our own production waste. This we have done, for example, in our unit in Witzenhausen, where we're actually taking our own production waste as well as the waste from the nearby communities and using that as fuel into our operation. By doing this, we're actually saving on an annual basis about 100,000 tons of carbon dioxide emissions per year. Another example of a major investment project is what we're doing in the north of Sweden right now, where we in our Östrand mill are replacing current oil-fired burners by a lime kiln. In this lime kiln we are aiming to use biofuels such as pellets or waste from our forest operations. This will mean a reduction of our carbon dioxide emissions by about 50,000 tons a year. Also quite impressive investment. Next to these big investments we are, as I said before, working on an energy saving program where we are doing a number of different activities and projects in our daily operations. This program started in about 2003, and since then we have completed about 1,200 different projects, and by that accumulating saving on a yearly basis of about 63 million euro in energy savings.
How does your sustainable managed forest in the north of Sweden work in the carbon emission reduction mix?
Well, if you think about it in this way, that we can divide our work into 3 different parts. The first part is then related to optimizing and reducing the carbon dioxide emissions from our operations. The second part is related to how we work with exchanging materials and fuels with a high carbon footprint with low carbon footprint alternatives. The third part is then related to how we can absorb carbon dioxide in our growing forests. SCA is today Europe's largest private forest owner. We are working with our forests to manage them in a sustainable way, and this means that we are working with a net annual growth of about 1%. So this net annual growth actually equals the amount of carbon dioxide that is being emitted by our operations worldwide.
Kersti Strandqvist, thank you very much.
Thank you.